Hey, what is up, everybody? This is the Great Puckettini, and tonight I'm going to do a breakdown of these Arkansas State Red Wolves, and we're going to do a team breakdown of them. That's who, the University of Arkansas is going to be playing this weekend, this Saturday, I believe, at 4 o'clock. Is that right? I believe so. I hope I'll be able to watch it on TV. Hope so. I think it's on ESPN Plus. So I'm crossing my fingers I'll be able to get that somehow, some way. And I want to highlight the offensive and defensive standouts. We've only seen one game, and there wasn't a lot of film to watch of them. Just some highlight films. I think it was actually game was blacked out, I believe. So I don't know how we got some video out of it, but anyway, I was able to find some, and we're gonna break them down. Check some video out here at the end of my PowerPoint. So let's see what they got here. First off, I'm gonna start off with the coaches. Head coach Butch Jones. He's been at Arkansas State since December of 2020. This is his fifth season. He's a former head coach at Central Michigan, Cincinnati, at Tennessee is probably where you remember him most. He was the head coach of Tennessee. Then when he left Tennessee, or he got fired, he was an assistant at Alabama. So he's been around a lot of really good programs there and learned from Coach Saban. So he's doing a good job there. Now, he led Arkansas State to their first winning season and a bowl win. That's the first time since 2019. He did that this past season in 2024. So it was their first winning season and bowl win since 2019. And he's under contract through 2029. So he's been extended for several more years there. So he's doing a good job. Now, their offensive coordinator is Keith Heckendorf. Funny name there. Now, he is the offensive coordinator and quarterback coach, and he's been that since 2019. This is his seventh year. And he's a former standout quarterback at St. Cloud State University. And I looked up his all the records he holds. He holds basically every passing record there is. He was really good. He was a real standout there. Now, he has developed quarterbacks in the passing game. He's oversaw 39 passing touchdowns in 2020 season, which is a whole bunch. So he's developed his quarterbacks and passing game since 2019. He's a pro-style spread emphasis. His balance is, and he balances that with a run game, and he has some really good weapons this year. So he really uses his weapons in a good way. All right, the defense coordinator is Griff McCarley. This is his first year. He's previously the linebacker coach, so he's promoted defense coordinator. He's coached at Ole Miss, Northern Iowa, Kansas State, Troy, and West Alabama. So he had a lot of experience, and he's building on a transfer-heavy veteran defense. I think I heard Butch Jones say they've had like 70-something new players in. Is that right? 70? I mean, holy moly. That's a lot of new players. So he's got a transfer-heavy defense, and it looks like their whole team, a lot of transfers. As I watched the highlights, and it was funny is I only saw one guy from Arkansas on their team, and that was a young man from Hampton, Arkansas. That's the running back, Jaquez Cross. We'll look at him here a little bit later. And they play multiple fronts, aggressive linebacker play, like to blitz a lot. They're in that 4-2-5 a lot. And like those two linebackers are active. They're blitzing them quite a bit. They got smaller type defensive ends, just trying to have speed and be real aggressive is what they're trying to do. Sometimes that's good for them, and sometimes you can really burn them. So I'm hoping Arkansas will burn their butt. But anyway, all right, let's get to the players. Now, first off, it's quarterback Jalen Raynor. You see down at the bottom, I say he's the leader of the Red Wolves offense. He's a dual threat capability. He really is. He is the leader. If you stop him, you stop Arkansas State. Now, he's 6 foot, 202 pounds, runs a 4.73 40. So, 4.73 is not blazing speed. What he does, he's hard to get down. At 6 foot 202, he's built pretty good. He's got a low center of gravity. He's hard to get down. And the worst thing in the world is you're about to sack him and let him go. That's going to be a big play. But at 6 foot tall, if our defensive line will stay in our rush lanes, get our hands up, should be able to knock some balls down and give him fits. Now, he did throw for 345 yards and 3 touchdowns against Southeastern Missouri State, call him SEMO, with no interception. So he had a really big game this last week. So his confidence is going to be really high. His quarterback rating was at an 80. Now, I read also somewhere they said it was a 92. and which that's pretty good. That's a above average. That's really good. It goes up to 138 or something, but 92 is better than average. That's a pretty solid game. So really good player here. We've got to slow Jalen Raynor down. We cannot let him get loose, break the pocket. We've got to stay in our rush lanes. We cannot get behind the quarterback. That's the worst place in the world to be as a defensive lineman. And we just got to be disciplined and be smart, play smart football. All right, the running back is Jaquez Cross. This is who I was talking about just a minute. He's from Hampton, Arkansas. He's 6'3", 220, and runs a 4.49 40. I mean, that's a heck of an athlete right there. That's prototype, NFL prototype size and speed for a running back. Like I say, he's just from Hampton, Arkansas. Now, he had 8 carries for 36 yards rushing, and he had 1 touchdown rushing, but he had 99 all-purpose yards. So he had 36 yards rushing. He had 5 catches for 33 yards, and he had 1 kick return for 30 yards. Big guy to be returning kicks. We've got to be careful on that. 6'3", 220, that's a big old guy. You got to go down and tackle. So we've got to be really cautious, really careful on kickoff team this week. Not let him break a big one on us. But he's a versatile back with size and burst. I mean, he can run at 4.49. He's got great size. He got good hands too. He caught I think that touchdown was on his touchdown reception. I don't remember if he scored on the ground or not, but I know he caught a touchdown pass. I have that on the video that we'll see. But anyway, really good player there, Jaquez Cross from Hampton, Arkansas. Really good player. All right, another running back is Devin Spencer. He's a change of pace back with speed. He's kind of like a poor man's Rodney Hill for us, Spencer's only 5'9", 190, which, he's got that low center of gravity again. He had 3 carries for 42 yards and 1 touchdown. And I think he got 42 yards on that one run. He broke 42 yards. I mean, boy, he hit a gap and he took it to the house. It was a 42-yard touchdown run, I believe. So this guy's got a lot of speed. If you give him a crease, man, he can bite you big time. He can get going fast. We've got to be disciplined, be in our lanes, be where we're supposed to be. And he's not really good at breaking tackles, but he's quick. He can go. He's a good speed. All right, now wide receiver is Chauncey Cobb. Little guy, but he's 5'6", 163, but he had 5 catches for 85 receiving yards. So he's a threat in the passing game. I don't remember having him or seeing him much in the highlight film, but he did have 5 catches for 85 yards, and so we've definitely got to find him and cover him up. All right, here's their main guy, the wide receiver, Corey Rucker. This guy will be in the NFL. I don't know when, but he has got prototype size and speed and the production to go with it. So he's 6 foot, 213, runs about a 4.49 40. So that's great size and speed. Over his career, he has over 3,000 yards receiving and 23 touchdowns, which is really good production. Last year in their opener last week, at SEMO, he had 2 catches for 59 yards, which wasn't the best day, but they didn't need him. They still won big. So they've got a lot of playmakers other than just him. But Rucker is a veteran playmaker and their all-time program leader in these stats here. He's the career receiving yards leader at 3,037. That was last season. Career touchdown receptions with 23, and his career receptions was 180. So those are all records. I think that was receiving yards in one season, I believe. And 23 touchdowns, I think that was in a season as well. I could be wrong, but anyway, he's the all-time leader in those 3 categories. He's a very good player, very good. We got to really make sure we know where he is and cover him up. He's got NFL size and speed, so we got to really be ready to play him. On the defensive side, linebacker Nigel Nelson. Now, he's a young guy, but I don't know what years. I don't have it written down here, but he's 5'11", he's 226, runs a 4.5 40. So you see he's a little undersized there. Linebackers are going to be about 6'3", 240. So he's a little bit smaller, but he's aggressive. They blitz him a lot. Try to get him moving. They don't like him standing there, and just catching blocks and stuff. He had 10 tackles in their opening game, 4 solos. So he's a physical tackler, and he's a freshman, matter of fact. I knew he was young. I thought I wrote that down somewhere. And he's had an immediate impact. He's starting, playing a lot. He's real aggressive, but I think if you run right at him is when you can really beat him. But anyway, good player there. We got to make sure we know where he is. Don't let him come blitzing through and getting free shots at Taylor Green. We can't let that happen. So good player there, Nigel Nelson. All right, defensive tackle, Cody Sigler. Once again, this guy, 6'3", 297. He's right at prototype size and speed. I don't know about his speed, but he's right at prototype size. He gets in there and really is a hard worker, a fighter, high motor. He had 1.5 sacks this past week. And I just put he's an interior disruptor with size and strength. He's a disruptor, and you got to be ready to block him. He's a fighter, and he's got good size. So our guards, Carmona and Kobe Branham, I think can handle him. They're both really good. But anyway, Sigler, we gotta block him. We got to really get after him. He's very aggressive and a good player in there. And then defensive end outside linebackers, Ethan Hassler. Ethan is 6'2", 247. He had half a sack and 2 quarterback hurries. He's one of these edge rushers. He's a smaller at 6'2", 247, kind of a linebacker size, but they'll rush him off the edge a lot. He's a high motor player again. That looks like Arkansas State. They can't always get the size and the speed, so they're trying to get the aggressive players, even though they're a little bit smaller. And Ethan is definitely one of those. All right, defensive end, Drew Collins. Now, he's 6'4", 238. He's a little bit undersized there with 238. Like him to be around 260. But anyway, he had 1 sack last week, and he gives them depth on the defensive front. Just a player that can bring you some pass rush and some other things. Well, pretty good size there. All right, so that's the end of my slideshow there. Now let's check out some video here. Hopefully my computer can go with it. If it is, I'll keep going. There's 15 minutes here. I don't know if I'll get to all of it or 16:44. And I'll go as long as I can with my computer. If it starts bogging down, I'll kind of end it. But anyway, here's Arkansas State. You can see right here, they're in like a 3-4 look. A lot of times they're in that 4-2-5. Big Sigler, I'm not sure, it might be him there. This is 22 Nelson. That's 32, I think, coming off the edge there. That is Hassler, I believe. But anyway, let's see what I think they throw it out here first. Let's watch this, see what we got. So quick pass out here. Big hit there by number 8. That's senior Brandon Barnes. He's 6'1", 183. Good size. Good job covering tackling. We got to get those guys blocked. See our linebackers blitzing, but see what shoot that, and they threw that pass outside. Every time I see that, I think they're running it. So they fake it, throw it outside here. But you said both linebackers, they're getting downhill fast. They're at the line of scrimmage quick. They're very quick. They're aggressive. They really get after it. Now this, I don't know what happened here. Half the line don't move. But anyway, they roll and have really good coverage. Who is that? I believe that is Avante Dickerson, maybe, that was on that coverage. What number is he? Was that number 9? Yeah. And I believe that's Dickerson over there, who's got good size. He's 5'11", 181. Very good coverage right there. Just receiver made a heck of a catch. You see here, you can get the corner on them, right here, number 8, that's Barnes again. Couldn't quite catch him. So, you can get the corner on these guys sometimes. Here goes running back, gets the corner again, touchdown. So you wonder about the speed of their defense there. You're thinking with Mike Washington, with all our speedy receivers, we should be able to really gash them some, especially if they're going to be blitzing a lot. I think our line is going to be all right with the blitz, and if we can just block them up and give a Washington and Green, whoever, Rodney Hill, Braylon, give them a little crease, man, we can gut them big. All right, here we go. They got the ball. Here's the quarterback, Jalen Rayner, excuse me, I forgot his name there. And there he is right here. This is the man right here you got to slow down. Good job. But see, they thought they had him. Then what happens? He gets loose, and you had him for a sack. Now here he goes. He's going to get about, some positive yards when you thought you had him sacked. He's very hard to bring down. He's not real big, but he's pretty thick. Boom. Good play there. Only give up a yard or two. See a lot of guys at the line of scrimmage. Good hard defense right there. See a lot of them up there. Nigel's up in there blitzing right there. He almost gets to the quarterback. Be Nigel Nelson. Good coverage right there. So you see they're going to be real aggressive. And I think to slow the aggressiveness down and do stuff like this, little speed sweeps and run the ball at them, and you can catch them and really hit them for a big one. Here's doing this 4-2-5 here. Good coverage all over the guy. He just catches it. He's right on him. Very good coverage there. Had a lot of time. Running back just drops it. So you see there, you can block the guys. Individually, they're not great athletes, but they can bring a bunch of them. And, of course, we got a commercial here. Let's skip that mess. All right, here we go. And right here, see 32 there, getting some good. Hassler getting some good pressure right there. If quarterback felt that. So we got to get him blocked. That's going to be Corey Robinson. I think Corey can handle it. Got to get that guy blocked over there. Kick field goal. I believe he made it. Yeah, 10-7. Here we are. Arkansas State got the ball again. Raynar with the ball. Now this play right here is something we've got to be able to stop. What they're doing is they're faking an inside zone play here. And the inside guy is running just like a slant. And so what you're hoping to do is these linebackers step up in there and then they hit him right here. And they do this a lot. This is one of their favorite plays. Defensive line, got to get here and get their hands up, knock this ball down. Linebackers, you got to get your hands up too, knock it down. He's only 6 foot. Get up there and knock that ball down. All right, let's watch it again. Fake it, and then boom, there he is. See, that's a 15-yard play right there for him. Real easy play. And that was number 3. That is Summers. Now, Summers has a pretty good game. He's 6'3" receiver and plays pretty good. So he's a guy we got to have to watch out for, too. There's Rayner. Just going to dump it off to his running back. I believe that is Cross. And Cross is that's Jaquez Cross from Hampton. He's the prototype size and speed, man. He's a really good player. You see he's got good hands. Catches it with his hands. Big, strong, fast guy. Gets first down there. We've got to be watching him. He's a heck of a player right there now. I would take him. I'd put him on our team right now. There he is right there. Jump cut, running hard, breaking tackles. He's a player now. We're going to have to tackle him, wrap him up. This was a 4th down play here, and the guy was open. Like, he's right here. Raynar needs to throw it and lead him, and he should have already thrown it like right about now and lead him way out here. And he waits too late, lets the cornerback get to him. So they've called pass interference on that, which that'll set up Arkansas State score a touchdown here. But anyway, he was open. Raynar just kind of missed it, threw it too late. Now here's Cross. This is a play that Alabama A&M kind of ran against us, except they ran to the left side. This is, like I've told you, short side of the field, running back on the wheel. This guy will probably run something inside here. And Cross here, who's a heck of an athlete, good player, probably been in the NFL, he runs out here and catches like a wheel route pass. Watch this receiver. He should go inside. There he goes, trying to pick. And then boom, right there. Look at the hands right there. Jaquez Cross, heck of a catch. Good hands. Good throw by Raynar. See if we can fast forward some of this. But look at that, good hands right there. Caught it with his hands. Very good play. You see him bringing pressure all the time. Right there, strip it. Strip that ball. That was number 5. That was linebacker Terry Kirksey. He's 6'3", 242. Big guy right there. big 6'3", 242 player. That's NFL size. There he is right here. See him covering a lot, ripping that ball out. Can't do that. We cannot lay the ball down against Arkansas State. Right now it's 14-10. Second quarter, you know, it's a game, but that right there gets them going. Boom. See how they're both hitting at the ball, both of them. That's very good. So our ball handlers have got to protect the ball. Got to protect the ball. Right here is that 43-yard touchdown. Look at him go. Spencer. Holy moly, he's quick. Right there. Number 4. Devin Spencer. Let's watch that again. Look how fast this joker is. Looks kind of like a Rodney Hill right here. He gets in there quick now. Woo! Look at him go. I couldn't find a 40 time on him, but that looks pretty fast to me. And you get a backside view of it right here. Coming up. Maybe. Yeah, right here. See him right here, boy. He plants that foot, and look at that hole right there. Boom. And he hits it now. Whoosh. He takes off. Heck of a run right there. Cannot let that happen. You've got to be in your running lanes. You got to be in your lane and stop him. Be in your gap. Look at him. There's Big Siegler right there. You know, he's just high motor guy. He stays with it, pushing the pocket. The quarterback runs right into him. Great play by him right there. Arkansas State got the ball again. Trying to run it on 4th down. We see Spencer's not a big guy. They should have given that to Cross. Spencer, the first guy hits him, is usually going to get him down. But he's got good speed, so you can't let him have space. Official's trying to figure out who's got it. Oh, shoot. Let's see here. Good play by defense there. Siegler kind of stuck it up. Raynard, looking in the field, getting a lot of time. Right there, cannot let that happen. The defensive lineman, my computer's going to start lagging. But this guy here cannot be back there, because when he's back there, it opens up that lane for him to get outside. And then he's going to burn you. He's going to burn you when he can get right there. 99 does a good job of kind of backing him up a little bit. But right there, converted a big first down. Because that defensive end would not stay where he's supposed to be. Do not get behind Raynard. Cannot get behind him. If you get behind him, you're in trouble. Can't be there. Like I say, the guy gets behind him, opens up a lane for him. There he goes. You're in trouble now. Can't let that happen, Arkansas. Going up deep. Great catch. I believe that's Summers over there. Yeah, that's number 3. That's Summers. You know, they're good. He's 6'3" receiver. That was a great contested catch right there, you know. Great job. Got to knock that ball down, corner. Got 1st and goal. I believe we're getting it to Cross right there. No, that's number 5. Now, that's Clay. Number 5, that is Kenyon Clay. He's 6'1", 220. He's a redshirt junior. Big, another good running back there. So they've got 2 or 3 really good running backs that we've got to contend with. I mean, they're all 3 pretty good. I really like Clay and Cross. Spencer's got the speed. So they got a good combination of running backs right there. You know, we're going to have to play well. Don't give him any creases. Watch him running hard through there. Good size, running hard. Good player. There goes Spencer, showing his speed. All right, here we go. Quarterback with it, nowhere to go. They kind of overpopulate the line, And when they do that, you got to throw it on them. Radar, a good fake. Go throw it deep. This is a Rucker right here. Go up, catch the ball. He gets interfered with. My computer's starting to lag a little bit. I've backed it up too many times, I guess. I don't know what causes that, but here goes Rucker. Radar overthrew him, underthrew him, and he gets interfered with. The guy hits him before he gets it. But anyway, great concentration. Going up, catching the ball. Heck of a player. We've got to know where he is. Got to be on him tight. Look at him. He's way behind him. See, he interfered with him. Can't let him get behind you. Here's that play action pass I told you about earlier. The faking the inside zone. We used to call that like 32 zone. He's aiming for that tackle, and then he's bending it back wherever he sees grass. And so the fake here, receiver runs that quick slant, touchdown. Easy play. Got to get our hands up right there. Knock that pass down. Or put a safety right in there. Got to be watching for that play. It's one of their favorite plays right there. I'll try to fast forward here. I know this is not, I should not do this, because now I'm really going to start lagging. Once again, you see the fake, and then boom, look at that big open hole right there. You know, linebackers, you want them to get downhill, but that opens up a big spot. Maybe put a free safety in there. Tell, you know, if our defensive line can take care of the running game, that'll leave our linebackers where they can stay back a little bit. Here you go once again. Arkansas State very aggressive. They're coming after that quarterback. There's number 32. That is Ethan Hassler. Undersized guy, but he's real aggressive. See right here, they thought they had him again, and he gets out. Completes a pass. First down right there. Had him second and long. Thought they had him down, and he got free. That's what happens. You think you got Raynor, you think you got him, then he pops out of there. Watch this run here, and my computer's really lagging bad now. But anyway, that was a heck of a run right there. Hate that we can't see it real good. I wonder if I could back it up. I know I can't. But it was a really good run. He starts running to his right. And then he comes all there is to going to the right. And then he bends it all the way back. Really good runner. Gets all the way down inside the 5. Really good run right there. And you got to stop the run game, you know, because they like to play action pass a lot and then throw it deep. Right here, they fumbled the ball. That's something we got to get. We got to force some turnovers because they're about to score right here. Big play for Sebo. Good job. Look at Arkansas State just swarming the ball. They're just swarming in there. Play action pass again. Can he get out? Can he get out of it? See, he got out again. Dumps it off right there to cross. Big play. Look at that. They had him sacked, and then he gets free and gains about 20 yards right there. So you've got to get him down. Raynor, do not think he's down until he is on the ground. You got to put him on the ground. That's the only way to stop him. Good pass. Run right there. That's Clay. You know, Clay and Cross are two really good running backs. Now, the offensive line of Arkansas State did not grade out very good in the run game, but and they didn't run the ball really well. They threw it for over 300 yards and got some good turnovers, forced some turnovers, but we're not able to really run the ball so good, but they got some really good running backs. I like all three of them. And I tell you what, computer's lagging pretty good right now. I may cut it right here. We've seen most of them. They're up 35-10, wearing them out pretty good. Got a run and play right there. That was a pass. That was one of those zone passes again. I'm going to pause it right there if I can. And we're going to go ahead and just finish it up here, guys. And sorry about that. My computer just starts lagging after a while. Like I said, I probably ought to cut this into 2 videos, but I'm just going to leave it the way it is. That way you see a little bit of the PowerPoint and then some video at the end. You know, Arkansas State, they got some weapons. You know, that quarterback, Jalen Raynor. They got 2 good running backs. You know, you got Cross, you got Clay. Spencer's a speed guy, so you got 3 weapons there. You got some good receivers. You got number 7, you got Rucker. You got Summers. You know, you got 2 or 3 really good receivers too. So they got a good offense, you know. We've got to stay in our lanes. We can't get behind the quarterback. Got to keep him in the pocket. We've got to be disciplined and keep him in the pocket. Linebackers got to watch for that play action pass, fake that RPO. They're going to fake that inside zone and throw over the top of our linebackers on that slant. Got to be ready for that. That's one of their best plays that they run. Got to be ready for that. Defense, man, they're aggressive. They're going to blitz a lot. Offensive line's got to know who's coming. Our center, Caden Kittler's got to do a real good job of checking out those blitzes, calling the right calls. And Taylon's got to be real careful to protect the ball. And then, you know, with them blitzing and doing all that stuff, they're just going, you know, I think it'll flush out Taylon and then he'll burn them. And then they may stop that. If we just run it right at them, although we're more of a passing team, I see right away after the first week that we're more of a passing offense than we are running. Even though Arkansas, you think of us as more of a running team, but we're actually, with our receivers and everything, we're really good throwing the ball and Taylon throwing it. So we're more of a passing team, but we can still run it. We can gash them. With all that blitzing, if you don't hit, and with our speed at receiver, you know, with C.J. Brown, with Raylan Sharp, Omega Blake, Harrison, I mean, holy moly, Jalen Brown, oh man, Cam Shanks, we're just loaded. And there's more than that. So anyway, we get it to them, man to man, they break a tackle, they're off the races, you know, strike up the band. But anyway, man, I'm super excited to watch this game, Arkansas State. You know, Arkansas State's going to be a good opponent, but I think Arkansas will come out with a win. I think we're very talented, very good team, and I think we should be ranked. You know, I think we should be in the top 25. Mark it down. I think we should be. I think we showed enough that first week that we should be, and then we let's lay it on Arkansas State this week. Just get a win, and then go up to Ole Miss and get a big win there. You know, it's looking a long ways away. But anyway, I think we should be ranked. And but anyway, thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for spending time. Please hit that thumbs up button. And if you would also, please subscribe to my channel. You know, when you subscribe, that gives you notifications when I post videos. I'm trying to post one every day. I'm trying to start working on these guys that we have come in recruiting classes of the 27, 28. I've got one on a quarterback. I think his name was Hank Hendricks. And so just keep coming back. I'm trying to post new videos every day. Hope you like them. If you want me to do something, leave me a message. I love talking football. Leave me a comment, ask me a question, whatever, and I'll get back to you. And thanks so much for watching. I sure do appreciate it, and have a great day or great evening whenever you're watching this. And as always, go Hogs.